legal ground. Um, as the mayor, I'm the emergency management director. Uh, that's in our emergency operations plan. That is also a part of the governor's declaration of emergency, that I'm the emergency manager. And also the city council spoke to this in June 8th when they passed a resolution ordinance that gave me such powers. And the reason we're removing these monuments is because of public safety first. The course of the last 34 days, we've seen a number of people gather right here in the city of Richmond. We've had over 139 calls of service right there on the Monument Avenue corridor right there. And it's my job, my number one responsibility is to protect life and property. And I thought that we couldn't take one more day to risk life or property here in the city of Richmond, and that's why we removed those monuments yesterday. But number two, I will say, it's about time we remove those monuments. It's about time we remove those monuments. As I said, they were statues to bigotry, division, hate, oppression, you name it. And that's not who we are as a city any longer, right? Once we remove the remaining monuments, we can officially say that we were the former capital of the Confederacy. Now we can be the capital for compassion, the capital for equity, and the capital for atonement and reconciliation.
Mr. Mayor,
yeah.
As you work with the schools, is there a plan to teach the kids in the schools why we took those monuments down and the importance of doing that as you work with the school system?
Yeah, I mean, that is of utmost priority as well, because if we don't learn our history, we are bound to repeat it. But I'm going to let it to the great educators that I'm joined with. They can speak to it.
Thank you so much, Mayor. And I just want to say thank you to you for your leadership in making this happen. Right when I got to Richmond, you introduced the meals tax, which is what made the construction of this beautiful school possible, as well as Henry L. Marsh Elementary and Cardinal Elementary. And as the mayor said, I think these are the expressions of how much we love our children here in Richmond, and I just couldn't be more grateful, so thank you. Yes, we are absolutely going to teach the why of pulling down these monuments as part of our Real Richmond history course, which our team, along with historians and clergy and community leaders, have worked on for over a year. So this started well before the murder of George Floyd. Equity has always been a core principle for us at RPS, and that is why we have developed this course. It will launch this fall. Whether it's virtual or in person, it will launch. And we are thrilled about that. We're going to tell the good, the bad, and the ugly about the history of Richmond so that our young people and our staff know the story of Richmond and understand why we are where we are today.
Laura, you good? I have one more question. Obviously, we know that the Maury statue just came down today. Will any others be coming down today?
Here's the thing, I don't want to give too many details because of, obviously, for security reasons and things of that nature. We have a timetable and a plan that we're going to work on, and so my request to the public is please allow for those who are working in the streets to do their job so we can keep them safe, but also keep you safe as well. And so if you see road closures, we ask that you give the operators some room, and you'll be seeing this sort of work go on for not just the remainder of the day, but also into the next few days as well.
Mayor Stoney, are you worried about a possible injunction coming in and kind of halting all of the removal of these other monuments that haven't come down yet?
As I stated earlier, I think we're on sound legal ground. We are in a state of emergency, and I believe that these monuments cause a public safety risk to people and property. And so I think we're on sound legal ground, and you know, you never know what the next few days will bring, but we will be prepared.
Thanks, Barry.
Some folks have questioned whether or not you had conversations with Governor Northam as he extended the state of emergency. Did you have conversations with him leading up to that extension?
No, the conversations with the governor were pertaining to the civil unrest. And that's what the executive order, I believe, is for.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.